out of the three quarterbacks in order, who would you pick, right? You have Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson, and Mac Jones. If I had to pick, I'd go Zach Wilson over Mac Jones over Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is last. My friend Matt, if you listen to this, like, I said this to you. Even though Zach Wilson had 4 interceptions this week, there's this one video that came out that really highlighted the Jets and went viral. You have the Jets offense being ridiculous. You have one free blitzer screaming. I think it's
I'm looking at the video right now. I was going to bring that up.
Screaming at Zach Wilson and all right, Brian, if you're editing this, make sure to add this in. We'll do a clip on Instagram.
Yes, definitely.
If there's one play that sums up the New York Jets, this one has to be it. This Patriots winning off the edge. This Jets lineman is probably holding. There's a Patriot charging up the middle at Zach with no blocking at all. This Jets dude is being pancaked on the ground. We have these two idiots staring at each other like, yo, what are we doing? I don't know, let's just stand here. We have 78 touching his own lineman. On top of that, we have 2 receivers with 0 separation, and the cherry on top has to be Zach Wilson throwing this pick. And Corey Davis has no hops.
I had to clip over this. You got the linebacker screaming at Zach Wilson. You got the linebacker screaming at Zach Wilson. You got basically 2 offensive linemen blocking each other on the right side. Then you got, I think, the tight end and the right tackle, I forget who it was, staring at each other like, what are you doing on the right side? On the left side, you got a guy getting beat. And then you look downfield at the receivers, and they're on man coverage. They're sticky as could be. There's not a single ounce of room.
One, and you got 2 guys that can come over. So it's essentially 1-on-3.
And then out of all that, right, you got the linebacker screaming at Zach Wilson. He throws a pretty solid pass to a receiver, considering the situation. He hits him in the hands. I forget what receiver it was. I think it might have been Moore. I forget who it was.
I believe it was Elijah Moore.
It was Elijah Moore. It bounces off his hands into whoever, I forget, picked it off. And it's just like, what more could you add to Zach Wilson? And as we explained before with the Giants, the quarterback's not going to solve your situation. Zach Wilson's going to fall into the same pit of despair that Sam Darnold did if you don't fix this offensive line and fix the rest of the franchise. I think Zach Wilson has potential to be a superstar in this league. I love everything he's put on the table so far, but you can't expect him to be successful if his offensive line can't block for anything, if nobody gets open. And you can't really blame Zach Wilson, just like you couldn't blame Tua, or I forget who played the Patriots last week. It was another rookie quarterback. Played the Patriots last week. Who played the Patriots last week? I can't forget.
It was the Dolphins.
The Dolphins, yeah.
It was Tua, yes.
Yeah, it was Tua. Tua struggled against the Patriots. Young quarterbacks struggle against the Patriots. Their defense is a lot of hitting coverages. They do things really well. It's a Bill Belichick defense. So I'm not even mad if it was Zach Wilson's fault, because Zach Wilson's a rookie quarterback. It's the Patriots. However, it's worse than that because this franchise is an absolute mess. Zach Wilson cannot win or do well in these circumstances.